How's it going, Laser Bruces? I'm Bobby Sixkilla, and today we're going to be checking out a game called Ashina, the Red Witch. Now, this is a game that is out on the 4th of June, I believe. The developer was kind enough to send us over an early copy so we can check it out. It is a game I'm very excited to play. It might even turn into a full series. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, this is a sort of choices matter adventure games, dealing with ghosts and stuff in Japanese mythology. Sort of, Spirited Away sort of styles, that kind of thing. Hope that gives the idea of what it's all about. I don't think it's combat oriented. It did say at the start it was made in Adventure Game Studio, which is interesting. There's not too many games that fly that banner these days, apart from point and click adventures, and even then, pretty rare really. Let's jump in, spend half an hour, see what we think. If you guys want to see more, make sure you let me know that you want to see more, because this is definitely one that I will want to do more on. If you want to see more, let's get in, shall we? Without further ado, see what it's all about. This is all about dialogue, narrative, storyline. Just what we're here for. It's got a very nice art style. Another late bus ride. Why can't everything just be on time? Huh? Did you get lost again? Tina? Gee, sis, chill. It's so hard to find your apartment without lights, Ash. Anyway, what's for dinner? You brought the ingredients with me. You mean that's dinner? Noodles? It's ramen. What's wrong with that? I want to try new things. Expensive things, sis. Taste the world. Taste the rainbow. I'm on a budget, Tina. So if you want a free dinner, just get used to tasting cheap meals. Can you set the table, please? Huh? The table? No, the clock. Of course the table. You stress way too much, Ash. Me? Stressed? I'm not stressed. I knew it. Another bad day at work? Sort of. I didn't think someone like you could have a bad day. Bathhouse receptionist and attendant? Who would hate being that? My boss is cheap. He refuses to pay for extra staff. Wow, it's more like Spirited Away than I thought. It's such a pain, but I guess it pays the bills. The job can't be that hard, can it? You have no idea what it's like, Tina. You meet the same people every day. They're arrogant, rude, and disgusting. There's this one guy with the hairiest back. Ugh, gross. I see it as a win. A full-time job, little rent, and you live right above work. I'd kill for a job like that, Ash. What's not to love about it? I just need a change in my life, you know? Something different. Something like yours, maybe. Please. I work for an old hag in a dirty laundromat. Nya 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 mur mur mur. All day the crackpot goes on. I'd like to stick fireworks up her old... Tina, please. Well, you get the picture. So what happened to your grocery store job? Just wasn't my thing. Let me guess. You were caught flirting with the customers again. It's not my fault that every handsome guy that walks in is attracted to this bod. Whatever, Tina. Say, Ash. Can we just eat on the couch? I really couldn't be bothered to set the table. Fine. But don't you dare spill anything. As if I would. That couch used to be white, you know. Oh my god. I had to dye it to cover up the stains from your nail polish. Okay, maybe a teeny bit. It's fine, Tina. Anyway, I'm going for a smoke. Just be quick. Dinner will be ready soon. Sure thing, sis. Chill. Yo, Mr. Frank. You toss me up a smoke? I'll give you some muffins after dinner. Thanks, senpai. Jeez, Tina, just buy your own. I could go for a soda right about now. Hey, Tina, you want a soda? Yes, please. Hey, I'm in control. Refrigerator. I've been looking forward to this all day. Nice. That's one soda. Oh, right. The sodas. Huh? Do I need to grab a second soda? I'm confused. Did I just give you a soda? Oh, maybe there's a button I need to push. There we go. Here. Thanks, sis. I see. I see the button now. Do you think things will change? What do you mean? Like, what do you want out of life? Well, I want to see the world. With some sexy hunk. What about you? Traveling sounds nice. I'd rather work my way up, you know? Maybe I'll run my own business. Then I'll be the one in charge for a change. I'm sure you'll make it someday. There's plenty of desperate guys with money out there. Tina. What? All I'm saying is that you'll find some lucky guy out there. One day. You won't even see it coming. Just be yourself. Just be more like me. You'll see. Maybe you're right. Maybe I am a little stressed. Sometimes I just wish Mum was still here to help out, like she used to. Well, if she was, I'm sure she wouldn't want you moping around all day. That's easy for you to say. She admired you more. Whatever. You still have that peanut she gave you? Yeah, why? I had this weird dream about it. I wish she was still here too, sis. I miss her a lot. So do I, Tina. Every day. You're lucky you got her pretty pendant. All I got was a lousy red ribbon. You got her looks though, so that's something. Damn straight. Shorty. What? I'm not short. Tell it to the shoulders, sis. You're like an inch taller than me, you bozo. All thanks to these sexy stilts. Have you ever seen a pair of legs like this? Yeah, on a giraffe. You're just jealous. Hey, you remember that thing Mum used to say? To reach the top of the mountain, start by getting off your butt. That's not how it went, Tina. To reach the top of the mountain, start by standing up. Whatever, it's just something to think about, Ash. If you really want something in life, then go for it. It's not that simple, Tina. Neither is laundry, but you still should see my creases. I can cut bread with my collars. Thanks, Tina. That's what sisters are for, right? Right. I'd better go check on dinner. It'll be ready soon. I can smell it already. Delicious. I thought you hated ramen. Not your ramen, sis. It's just like how Mum used to make it. I just need to add the vegetables. I need a knife to cut the vegetables. Now, where did I put it? In the sink? Don't forget to wash your hands. Nice and clean. Wait, where would you put the knife? What's in here? Nothing. Surely the knife would be in the kitchen. Right? Maybe in the bathroom? Huh? What's this doing here? Have I been sleepwalking again? This is starting to become a little scary. Okay, we got the knife. Well, as long as we got the knife. It's weird to keep it in the bathroom. A bit worrying, to be honest. Choppy chop chop! There. This smells amazing, if I do say so myself. Mmm. Hey, Tina. Another 10 minutes. Yes, please. I hope this tastes as good as Mum's. Hey, do you think she's faking those thighs? Like, why wear a skirt if you got no hips? Get off the catwalk, you damn pelican. Calm down, Tina. How's dinner? It's so good. You should open a restaurant. It's not that good. For real, sis. This is delicious. I'm sure there's nicer things to eat than my cheap dinners. Cheap dinners always taste the best, especially when you put some effort into them. Oh my god! That top makes you look like a cactus. Maybe I should change the channel. It's fine, sis. Besides, I have to head home soon. You sure? It's still early. I got work in the morning. The old crone installed a punch card thingy. You'd be late once, and then lose your trust forever. Silly old girl. Sounds like fun. Yippee. Anyway, sis, I'd best be off. Thanks for dinner. Tell Frank I'll bring him some muffins next time. I'm pretty sure he doesn't care. He never leaves that balcony. Just drop the muffins on off the balcony to him. See you, Tina. I guess it's going to be an early night. Wonder what that's like. An early night. So many channels, mate. But all garbage. There you are. Fry those eggs, man. Don't flip them yet. And the salt. Ah, there you go. See, why can't you cook like this, mate? And always healthy stuff. Blech. What the? Is that the TV? Is anyone there? Huh? Eek! Yo! Hey, man. You know it's rude to sneak up on someone like that. How did you get into my apartment? The window, mate. Please don't hurt me. I don't have anything valuable. What? What are you doing here? Wait. Wait, you're just a kid? What? A kid? Do I look like a kid to you, mate? Well, yes. You're quite short. Well, so are you. What are you doing in my apartment? Missing out on late night specials, mate. Specials? The cooking channel? Wait, what's that smell? I don't smell nothing, mate. Are you cooking my food? I ain't cooking nothing, mate. Fire! Save the stew, mate! Save the stew? You almost set my place on fire. How's the stew, mate? Forget the stew! Now, would you mind telling me, what are you doing in my apartment? I was hungry, mate. You were hungry. Oh, are you homeless? Homeless? First a kid, now a homeless kid. I'm a spirit, mate. A what? A spirit, a yokai, a ghost. A ghost? Boo. Don't do that. Sorry, man, but it was kind of funny. So you really are a ghost? Can we talk about this over some stew? Not until you tell me why you're here. Oh, come on, man. Answer me. Wait, what's that in your hand? What, this? Nothing, mate. Is that my mother's pendant? Nah, man, I got it off some homeless kid. That's my mother's pendant. Laters, man. Wait, Get back here, you little thief. I can't let him get away. What are we going to do about it? Jump off the balcony? Alright, let's go. I think this is as fast as we could go. We'll never catch him. And he's a ghost. I opened the door but saw nothing. A cold breeze flowed through from the other side. Then came a sound. Crickets? Prologue. Loving it already. Lots of personality. Where am I? A bus stop? What is this place? Now we're doing it Totoro style. Huh? Hello? All aboard. What are you? Come on, Missy. You getting on or not? Well, I was following this. Listen, lady, I don't got all day to hear your troubles. I got plenty of my own, you know. Like, being late for one. So you getting on or ain't you? I guess so. Good. Now move that tush of yours. I'm on a schedule. Have you seen this little thing? He was wearing a rice hat and a nightgown. Nightgown? Oh, you mean kimono. That's Tanto. That guy owes me for a lot of free bus rides. Lucky for you, our next stop is at his favourite dive, Curator. Anyway, enough gas bagging. Let's go. Let's go. Why did I leave my apartment? I could have just forgotten about the pendant. But it was the only thing she left me. Alright, little mama. Here you go. Curator. See ya. Curator? Okay, we got lots of ghosts here. Sushi boys, time to get me a bento, mate. There you are, you little thief. Slow down, you pig. I have nothing left to serve the customers. What customers? Don't push me. Sorry, main. Nom nom. And stop calling me main. It's man, for crying out loud. Yes. Main. Tanto. Friend of yours, Tanto? Huh? Give me back my pendant. Now. The lady's talking to you, garbage guts. I ain't interested, mate. Remember the last time you pissed me off? Wait, don't. I really like this hat, mate. Then stop stuffing your face and talk to the nice lady. A human? Here? Please don't tell me this is your doing. Can I help you, mate? Just give me back my pendant. I would also like an apology. For what, mate? Breaking into my apartment, starting a fire, and stealing my damn pendant. I ain't apologising for that last one, mate. How was I supposed to know it's yours, and not some homeless kid's pendant? Because it was in our house. Besides, I don't have it anymore. You lost it? Maybe I can help you, sweetie. I'm Kanu. I own the sushi restaurant. This bonehead is a little hard to talk to sometimes. Look, you giant talking big-chested raccoon. I just want my pendant back. It means a lot to me. Right. Tanto. Let me try, sweetie. Give the lady back her pendant. I don't have it, mate. Mama has it. And why does she have it? No, wait. Let me guess. You lost it for some stupid bet or deal again and... Nah, she took it from me when I arrived. Then she took a nap, mate. A nap? Oh no. What, a nap? Mama can sleep for up to 1,000 years. 1,000 years? I have to wait 1,000 years to get my pendant back? That's the least of your problems, mate. What are you talking about, you delinquent? The portal back to your world closes at sunrise. And without a gatekeeper, you're screwed, mate. I'm not leaving without my pendant. I'm sure it means a lot to you, sweetie. But you can't stay here. It's just not safe for humans. I can't leave without it. Please help me get it back. Tonto! What, mate? You got 5 seconds to help her get her pendant back. Or it's goodbye free lunches. You can't be serious, mate. I am. Then we'd have to wake up Mama. So I'm gonna need something loud. Real loud, mate. Like my baby. Your baby? Please, no, anything but that horrid thing. Anything. I'm sure it'll wake her up, mate. And everything else in this godforsaken spirit world. And I was so happy to have broken the darn thing, too. You broke a baby? No, baby is what he calls a stupid radio. It ain't a radio, mate. It's a boombox. A what? Boombox? Please don't ask why he calls it that. If you can find and fix my baby, we'll use it to wake up Mama. But until then... But where do I even start looking? Why did this happen to me? This is gonna be a long night. Oh yeah. Let's talk to this guy. Hey. Hey. No? Okay. Alright, let's go look for a radio, I suppose. Hello. Can I help you? What are you? Exactly. Well, I'm a creature of the water. So you're a giant talking turtle? I guess. What's a turtle? Great. I must be insane. You don't look crazy to me. The talking turtle man thinks I'm not crazy. That's right. Do you know Tanto? Yes. Oh, he's a guy I know. Yeah. Thanks for your help. I'm looking for a boombox. A boombox? What's that? It's a long radio. Oh, like this? I found this in the water outside. Yes. I think it may be broken. But there may be someone who can fix it. Who? Yes. Well? Speak, Turtle Man. And see if you can find Gus. He's usually outside of the ramen place in the center of town. He loves this stuff. Sure thing. Thanks for the help, Turtle Man. Don't mention it. Yeah, we got the boombox. It's broken, but we got it. That went really well. It's the first house we went into. And I know where the ramen place is. Saw it a moment ago. It's right here. Are you Gus? Huh. Hello, little one. What can I do for you? I ain't little Mr. Spirit Man. I'm 22. Huh. Your age doesn't make you taller than me. It's true. Can you fix something for me? Well, I'm not much of an expert on the matter, but I can get the job done. I think, at least. Luckily, I travel with a mechanic. Taught me a thing or two about... Oh, shit. But those little guys can fix anything. Sorry, it skips ahead automatically. So, if I just give them the radio. Do you think you could fix it? Seems in pretty bad shape, little missy. But, if you could find me some spare parts, I'll have it fixed in no time. Thanks. Hey, know where a guy can get some booze? You mean alcohol, right? Helps me think while I tinker. I'll need speakers, batteries, booze. You mean alcohol, right? Helps me think. I'll see if I can find some. Okay. So we need to find alcohol, speakers, and batteries. It's full of crumbs. It smells like honey. Oh, we just checked all the buildings. Hello? Is anybody home? I guess not. Hey. Huh? Don't you know how to knock? Oh, I'm sorry. It's rude, you know. I'm sorry. What are you, anyway? You're one weird-looking spirit. Oh, I'm not a spirit, I'm a human. Whoa, really? So fleshy and adorable. Why not? I've only heard stories about them. Say, human, would you help me with something? Sure. Great. There's a thief stealing my buns. Your buns? Yeah, my sweet honey butter buns. A whole batch of them. Oh, those kind of buns. What do you think I meant? Follow me. Look out the window. It's a little tanuki boy. Who was that? That's the thief. He's stealing my buns. Again. Why didn't the trap work? The trap? What trap? There's a trap in the back of the truck. Gosh, he's so devious. Why don't you just follow him? He's too fast for these tiny legs. Word on the street is that he lives on the far end of town. Will you help me catch the bun thief? I guess, if it doesn't take too long. Thank you, human. You can have this as a reward. A cassette tape? That's probably important for the boombox. I'll wait here until you've caught the thief. Really? What if it takes forever? You're just gonna stand here? Whatever. It's full of crumbs. Far into town, you say? Well, we'll get there. I want to check out all the other houses first. Hello? Can I help you? Boombox? I'm looking for parts to fix Tanto's boombox. Tanto? What a charming little fellow. He's so nice to all the chomen. So his boomy thing broke? His radio is broken. You should try asking some of the chomen. I'm sure they'll have what you're looking for. I'm Roku. I'm the daughter of the great swordsmith, Shujin. I moved to Shiruta to meet new souls that arrive on the bus. New souls? I just love meeting new souls. I also offer free accommodation. Though Mama doesn't like me doing that. But I just love to help those in need, you know? Oh, cool. The daughter of a swordsmith. You're the daughter of a swordsmith? Yes, well, was the daughter. Is that how... You mean, how this happened? It was an honest mistake. When I was a little girl, I was never allowed into my father's workshop, but I was just so excited to show him a butterfly I'd just caught. He was testing one of his swords and I snuck up behind him to surprise... It wasn't his fault. I shouldn't have asked. I'm so sorry. It's okay, human. We're together again, at last. Well, sort of. My father is here in the spirit world, but he said he could never look at me again. He feels too ashamed of what he did. I'd really like to see him again, one day. Anyway, is there something else I can help you with? Oh, that sounds sad. Those little guys are called chomen. They're spirits of children who have passed on. Poor little things. Just be careful. Some of them are quite the tricksters. I can't tell you how many times I have found broken things in this household. Alright. That's all for now. Should we talk to this guy? Cholman? Hey! Get out of the way. Oh, sorry. Like, I don't want to get in the way of your TV. I just want to talk to you. You ass. Can I go up the stairs? Hello. Hey, you're a human. It was that obvious, huh? What do you want, human? Lady? What are you doing up here? I like being on my own. Why? Well, none of the other children really want to play with me. I just play in here. Oh, you poor little thing. Why don't the others want to play with you? I don't know, human lady. Maybe I'm just different. It's okay to be different. Don't listen to the others. Really? Absolutely. So long as you're happy being you, then that's all that matters. Hey, thanks, lady. I'm gonna go break some more of that that other showman's stuff. That's not what I already pulled the speakers out of his TV. Ha! Enjoy your subtitles, dummy. Yeesh. I want the speakers. I was wondering if you could help me find something. I'm looking for a radio. I've seen pieces of a radio. Whoever threw it down here seemed pretty angry. Do you know where it went? Nope. But I have these speakers. Where'd you get those? I pulled them out of the TV downstairs. Well, that explains that. May I have those? Well, I'm kinda hungry, human lady. I'll trade them for something to eat. What do you have in mind? I feel like sushi. Great. Let's hope that there's some left. Well, we know where the sushi place is. I'm sure she'll give us some sushi. Let's hit up the sushi place. These vending machines have alcohol in them? That would be nice. That would kill two birds with one stone. Can I talk to you? Not Tanto, the other one. Look at all that sushi. So delicious. Hey, Tanto. Don't bother, he can't talk with his mouth full. Especially when it's full of my food. Is there something I can help you with, sweetie? Sushi, please. How much is your sushi, Kanu? You hungry, sweetie? You look famished. No, it's fine. It's for who? Oh, I know who. Here, give him this. Thanks. You're welcome. Tell him I have more of Tanto's stuff to break if he's interested. He touches my stuff, he'll be double dead, mate. I'm just gonna go now. Yeah, sushi. There you go, that worked out. Talk to you later. Oh man, we're out of time for the episode. Let's go at least drop in the sushi, grab ourselves some speakers. Then I guess we'll wrap it up for this one, but I would really like to come back to it. Because I'm really enjoying it. It's very cool. It's very cool indeed. Oh yeah, I meant to give you the item, sorry, hang on. Sushi. Here you go, enjoy. Thanks, lady. Usually, I'd have to pay for this. Do you think you could also get me speakers now? Okay, fine. Now we just need alcohol batteries. Finally, now all I gotta do is fix this piece of junk. You should find Gus. He's pretty good at fixing things. Where can I find him? I'm not sure, but I know he likes ramen. Yeah, I noticed. Well, we're gonna have to wrap this one up here, which is a shame, because I'm having a great time. But, you know, if you guys want more, you can always come back and do more. Otherwise, I'll probably play it at my own time, because it's, I want to see where this goes. It's definitely got quite a lot of parallels to some Studio Ghibli stuff, specifically Spirited Away. Obviously. Ah, this guy. This is the thief guy. Hey, how'd you get in here? You left the door unlocked. Oh. I saw you steal that Trix's buns. What? You think I stole... We were watching you through the window. Well, they're delicious, okay? That's no reason to steal them. Why didn't you ask for one? Because I was hungry. We do stupid things when we're hungry. But you're right. I shouldn't have stolen them. Please tell Trix that I'm really sorry. I'm sure if you ask Trix, she'll be happy to give you some. Okay, I'll do that. Here, can you give this back to her? Again, tell her I'm really sorry. Alright, let's go and take that back. Then we'll wrap it up properly. But yeah, it's got a real cool art style. Interesting storyline so far. Like it. I like it. Spirited Away is one of my favorite anime movies of all time, so. I know that's not unique. That's a lot of people's favorite anime movie of all time, but it's really good. Here you go. Hey, that's one of my buns. Is there anything you need? I caught the thief. You did? Did you give him a piece of your mind? Well, not exactly. He's actually rather friendly. And really hungry. I understand, human. My mum gave me the recipe and taught me how to bake. My mum taught me how to cook too. Hey, maybe we could swap recipes. As much as I'd love to, I have to find a way back home. You're not staying? I can't, I'm sorry. I really have to get home. Well, best of luck to you, human. I hope you find your way back home. Don't you wish you could go back? I think I'm happier here. I mean, it would be nice to see my mum again. But I will eventually, so that makes me happy. I can't wait to see her again, so I can show her all the delicious things that I can make now. Oh, and before you go... Damn, where is it? Oh, here it is. I found this while you were searching for the thief. It's a cassette tape. Tanto's Beats. Obviously that's going to be, even though Gus didn't ask for it, it's going to be necessary. Thanks again for your help, human. And with that, we're going to wrap this episode up here. Very cool. I'll put a link in the description if you want to go check it out. I don't know what the price point is at this stage, because as I said, it's not out yet. The time of recording, it's like 6 days away or something. Let's say 5 days. Anyway, let me know if you want to see more, because I am having a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.